Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another build guide here. Today we're going to be talking about the Avatar Druid. Now, I've only built a softcore version of this character, so I can't answer for hardcore. But this is going to be a softcore-oriented Avatar Druid. It's kind of ridiculous, I'll tell you that right now. Let's get some gameplay real quick, and then, how do we do this again? I haven't played for a couple days, so give me a second, chat. Give me a second, people. Lots of buffs. There's a lot of buffs with this character. Yeah, this is basically what you do with the, ooh, ring. Hoggies. With the Druid. You kind of just teleport around, and you mostly one-shot things, honestly. This is strictly a P1 build, okay? Unless you somehow have got so much damage that I don't understand. And you can do like P8 or something. I don't know. That shouldn't be possible. But this setup that I've played is strictly a P1 setup that I'm about to show you. Also, this character is squishy. I've only actually died once though. I've gotten very low multiple times, but as you saw right there, you know. But you know, I've only died actually once. Look at that. See, low again, dude. But we're fine. We're not dead. And I'm level 89, so I haven't played like one map. I just somehow dodged death. Like, I don't understand. So, make sure you keep your hurricane up. You make sure you keep your, what is that called again? Freaking Armageddon. There it is. Armageddon, Cyclone Armor, all your summons up, all that good stuff, dude. See how many times you get down to low life? It's crazy. But yeah, the reason why we have low life, even with Oak Sage, is because we're actually running with all our points into energy. Spoiler alert! We're not even talking about the stat setup yet. I'm already giving you spoilers. Alright, so that was a little quick demo, and now we're going to talk about the gear that I have on this character. Now, some of this gear is expensive, so this character is a bit expensive, just a heads up. Using Hodo. Res is very nice on this character because we're not getting much res in some of our other pieces of gear. So 40 res here. Honestly, life, it's good, but like, you know, if you kill everything, you don't need life. So we also have Nightwing's Veil, and we're actually going the cold route here. That's what was recommended to me. Apparently, again, this is my first Avatar Druid, so I'm not an expert on all this stuff, but I at least have played this character before. And I have some experience with it. But yes, I was thinking Fire Facets originally, and people were saying Hurricane's really just good to clean things up with, and in my experience, Hurricane does clean things up if you don't just kill them with Flame Dash straight up. So, yeah. As long as you keep these buffs up, it's good. So we have Faceted, Nightwing's 3-socket, Nightwing's Veil. Then we have Mara's, 28 Mara's. Again, res is important. You can also go with a Druid Amulet with like FCR if you want to fool around with that stuff. I have that option, but I haven't fooled around with it enough to, you know, really have much of a say in that. I have the option, but I haven't, you know, gone for it yet. Res is important, like I was saying. So Stone of Jordan, just for the plus skills, we have 20 FCR here. We hit the 99 breakpoint FCR here, and we also have an OK FHR breakpoint. I can't remember exactly which one that is, but I have 40 FHR. I could really quickly tell you the breakpoints. FHR, Druid. So, yeah, so it's at the 39 breakpoint. So 0, 5, 10, 16, 26, 39. So we're at the 39 breakpoint here for Druid FHR. Now, you don't actually need 99 FCR, but I do like it. This build's kind of weird because it's cooldown based. As you can see here, cooldown reduced by 0.4 seconds, and it's, you know, cooldown reduced, or yeah, cooldown reduced by 0.4 seconds, and it also has a 0.4 second cooldown here. So FCR, it helps for like some things, or like recasting things, but you kind of have to wait for that cooldown anyways to teleport, or flame dash. You know, flame dash. And yeah, so we're going for the 99 FCR. All I'm saying is it's not required. We have Arachnid's Mesh for the plus skills and the FCR. This right here, there are options. You can go with like Enigma, you can go with I don't know, Chains of Honor, plus 2 skills. Maybe Viper Magi, I guess. Hardcore, maybe. I don't know. Again, this is softcore oriented. But we have hit recovery here, which is awesome. We also have 2 skills. Awesome. Vitality, which is great. Physical damage reduction. And we have 4 sockets to put those facets in. So, this is a fantastic armor. I might say it's best in slot. Some people say you can run with Ormus as well. Like, there's options here. But because you're not actually really putting points into Vitality, Vitality off of Arcane's Valor is awesome. Mage Fist here, just try to get any res corruption. Again, because we're using like Nightwings and like Arcane's Valor, you know, we're not really getting much res from anywhere. So try to get it wherever you can. Cooldown on boots, okay? Just make sure you get cooldown. That's the one thing I say, is because cooldown really helps with your flame dash, and most of your like movement skill is based off of the flame dash, as you saw in the gameplay. So cooldown's important. And DPS, technically, I guess, because you're moving from one place to another place, you know, so your DPS goes up. Phoenix. This is awesome, because, you know, you get minus enemy fire resist, you get life, you get the redemption aura, which heals you, as you saw in some of the fighting, and also you get mana. So you're not really running out of mana as long as you're killing, and you're not really running out of life, so dying, as long as you're killing. Okay, like I said, for some reason, I don't get one shot, but I get close. I have barely enough life with my setup that I don't die. We also have CTI in the swap. Like I've said before in some of my guides, CTA does not really help you that much. Oh god, probably shouldn't be here. It does not really help you that much in pod, so if you're rich, go for it, dude. If not, I wouldn't waste my time. I could probably actually use a spirit for the plus 2 skills here, because I actually have 165 strength due to wearing Arcane's Valor. But, you know, whatever. It's not like I'm getting much life anyways from that. It can help. Let's see what this is. Garbage. It's not that bad, but it's not great either. Merc Gear real quick. Let's go over that. We're using Infinity, of course, because it's an elemental skill. Skill-based character. So, Infinity is amazing. We're also using Fortitude and Steel Shade, just good options. You know, you can fool around, maybe Andy's Visage, V-Gaze, Treachery, whatever the heck you want to use, really, depending on whatever. 2 things that slow this character down, I will say, is cold and fire resist maps, so you probably don't want to do that as much. Just as a heads up, cold and fire resist are 2 things that you want to avoid, because that's where most of your damage is coming from. As far as charms, let's go over that real quick. We basically just have You know, a bunch of skillers here. Try to get that max res. I don't care too much about poison, because, you know, it's damage over time, and you can out-heal poison and stuff like that. Plus redemption's happening, so... Don't have to worry about poison, but try to max the other ones. It's helpful. Yeah, hit recovery and damage. MF, stuff like that. Anti-torch, normal stuff here. Yeah, I think we'll go on to skills now, because we showed gear. Obviously the elemental tree is full here. Shapeshifting, we don't do anything about. And summoning, we do like 1 point in each thing here. Or at least that's what I do. You don't actually want creepers. Reason being is because the creepers are taking the bodies that otherwise Redemption Aura would be slurping up, so that way you could have life and mana. So you want to make sure that you do not go with creepers. I actually did that at the start. You know, it's a waste of skill points, honestly, in my opinion. So that's summoning. 1 point of these. It's good stuff. Everything else, we want to max Flame Dash, of course, and its synergy. So, its synergy says Molten Boulder. So, and also, which we'll get into in a second here, increase fire damage per energy. Which is insane. 1% per energy. So, that's why we don't have very much life on this build, is because all that's in energy. We'll talk about that. Dying over here. Let me drink some water. So, Molten Boulder, we max that out as well for Flame Dash. We also go 1 point into Armageddon, so there's at least 1 point in everything here. So, 1 point in Armageddon, max Molten, and max Flame Dash. Max Hurricane, and it's actually up to you. I might recommend Tornado to max out here, because it is your synergy for Hurricane, but it's also your single target damage. Now, if you're like me, and you saw that Arctic Blast can actually work, which it does, I went Arctic Blast because I have plenty of experience with tornadoes, and Arctic Blast is usually a meme. This actually does damage against bosses, so I went Arctic Blast. And then I dumped everything else into Tornado for my remainder of points. And then you just continue, technically, to put points into Tornado or Twister, or whatever. For your synergies to up your Hurricane damage. So that's pretty much your skill tree there. And now we're going to talk about stats. So, again, we have 165 strength. Again, the reason for 165 strength is so we can wear Arcane's Valor. If you're not running Arcane's Valor, strength only as much as you need to wear your gear. That is like the Diablo 2, you know, to-go, you know, things that you should know about this game. As far as dexterity, enough to wear your gear. There's really, I'm not going for max block or anything. I guess you could do that, but then you have to worry about block frames. If you get blocked, you know, all these different things. And also, ultimately, you want to keep on the move on this build. You don't want to, like, you don't want to get stuck anywhere. Because stuck equals death. I went, you know, I forget exactly how I went about this, but I think it was like Oak Sage. Let me take a look here. It was like Oak Sage to 1400 life or somewhere around there. And then, or 1500 life, I guess, with BO maybe, right? Yeah, 1500 life with BO and everything buffed. And then everything else in energy. As you can see here, we have 8.8 Flame Dash, and we have 6.3 Hurricane. So, you know, that's pretty much it, I'd say. I think we covered everything here. Yeah, if you're feeling a little bit scared of something, you might want to put up some, you know, grizzlies in front of you or whatever to see what's up ahead and then teleport. But like, for the most part, you kind of just want to tele-stomp and bless RNG, dude. Yeah, this is not a budget build. This is not a budget build, dude. So, very expensive. And you can, you know, change it out how you want, but this is my version of it, and this is what I played. Again, I got to only like around 89, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and check out my Twitch channel because I mostly stream on Twitch. I'm not so much a YouTuber, but if you do like it, let me leave me a comment. Maybe I'll make some more YouTube videos in the future. I'm planning on doing that with PD2 coming out soon. It is September 30th right now, so a little bit more than a month away. But anyways, I will see you guys later. You guys are beasts.